Mauricio Pochettino is the man that's coming in. So rather than ask you the normal question of where does he need to start, how successful do you think Poch could be with Todd Boehly as the chairman and this Chelsea team?
Well, look, I think a lot depends on the owners and how they are. I think they've made a lot of mistakes that we just heard, and I think Rory was spot on in a lot of those things. Look, we had a new ownership. It was completely different to Roman Abramovich, where 19 years it was someone who stood in the background, spent lots of money, and if you're out the top four, you're gone, but you're going to go for the top class world-class managers. Todd Boehly has wanted to go down a different route. He wasn't happy, I think, with how the relationship off the field really with him and Thomas Tuchel. So he got rid of him and wanted this kind of young progressive manager, or certainly progressive manager. Didn't quite happen there. Look, Chelsea's a football club that really is built on the here and now and the short term. So what I would like is to Todd Boehly to, and I'm not saying step back and do nothing, but just let Poch do his stuff. He does need to trim the squad. I do think he can be successful. It's season by season when it comes to Chelsea. So the aims are, for me, top four, and a domestic cup, and obviously qualify for the Champions League. How does he do that? Well, he does need to trim the squad. He needs a striker, he needs a goalkeeper, and it looks like they're on the way to doing just that.
I think it's a strange one, actually, because most managers and coaches go to a club and you think about who they're going to bring in. It's the first thing they do, Scott, but you're right. I think Pochettino needs to trim the squad. But you mentioned the key position for me. I take your point with the goalkeeper, absolutely, but the key position for me, what was lacking last season by the proverbial mile, was the centre forward position, Scott. And I know we've got Nkunku coming as well, but I keep going on about it. They've got to get somebody that can get them 20-25 goals a season. That is an absolute must. Do you think that the answer is Nkunku? I mean, I keep going on the lad Osimhen at Napoli, who I really like.
I really like him as well, and he would be my guy, Ali. You're absolutely right. Strikers, you just heard about the lack of goals and how bad that's been going back for decades in terms of last season. And absolutely, that's the main thing. Look, Nkunku coming in will be a big goal threat. He is a very good striker. He's not an out-and-out number 9, but he can play as a 9. He can play out on the wings. He can play as a number 10 as well. So I think that versatility will be really good. But I think what Chelsea are crying out for, and it's almost the position that nobody wants to play, following Didier Drogba and Diego Costa. No one's really done that since they've gone. But if you can get that number 9, who can guarantee you even 15 goals a season, along with Nkunku, along with others, along with a different type of atmosphere and feel around the club, I genuinely believe Chelsea can finish top 4. Yes, goalkeeper, I think, will be quite important. Onana is a very, very good goalkeeper if they do get him. But I also do believe that striker is the number 1 priority, along with stripping down that squad.
Yeah. Scott, I saw quite a bit of Chelsea last season. What I saw was a lot of good individuals, but team ethic was nowhere near. Looked like they didn't have a plan. There's going into games and people out of position. And I think that's the most important thing for Pochettino, to get who he wants in that squad. And I'm a little bit surprised that people like Gallagher and Mason Mount have been linked away, because they're probably the core who are Chelsea boys, and probably really want to play for the club.
I'm really surprised about Mason Mount, and it's really disappointing they've not been able to sort the sort of contract out. Conor Gallagher, I think he's still on the periphery and not got himself into that first team. I mean, you could say, look, he's only had 1 season to have a go at it, give him another season. I think the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, along with others as well, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see them go. But look, Mason Mount, I think, has been fantastic. 2 of the last 4 seasons that he's played in the first team, he's been player of the season. So I'm really disappointed the fact that he's come through the academy. But it is, Ray, you know what it's like as well, Ali. If you have an 11v11 in training, you still got 11 standing around on the sidelines. Yeah. That's not good for team spirit.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.